Hello, this is Krystal, and thank you for joining me for this week's First Chapter Friday. Today I will be reading from the first chapter of Janet Evanovich and Dorien Kelly's Love in a Nutshell. Chapter 1. Kate Appleton needed a job. Again. Actually, need didn't come close to describing the hunger and sharp bite of desperation speeding her steps across Depot Brewing Company's parking lot on that crisp October afternoon. Just as the town marina to the right of the microbrewery was growing empty of boats, Keens Harbor, Michigan was growing empty of tourists and their cash. And at this moment, Kate needed cash. She had moved to Keens Harbor a couple of weeks ago, eager to change her parents' dilapidated house into a thriving bed and breakfast. They had moved to Naples, Florida, and the harsh reality was that it hadn't been used in years, except as a nut storage facility by a family of industrious squirrels. Ironic, since a homemade plaque proclaiming the house the Nutshell had adorned the front entrance since before she could remember. In any event, the house needed a lot of work. And her parents were less than enthusiastic about pumping tens of thousands of dollars into a home that was already underwater on its mortgage. To make matters worse, they'd gotten a letter from some lawyer last week that the bank had gone into bankruptcy and the mortgage had been sold to some private investor. He'd offered to release Kate's parents from the debt in exchange for the property. It was actually a fairly generous offer, considering the market. But Kate was trying to build a life for herself in Keens Harbor. And dang it, her family home wasn't for sale. Depot Brewing wasn't just Kate's last shot at employment. It was the last shot at her dreams. Crimson maple leaves crunched beneath her leather boots as she marched toward the handsome yellow brick and sandstone building and checked off her plan of action. She would be firm, yet polite. Honest, yet not to the point of oversharing. And she would go straight to the top, to the guy who could make her, or forget that. She wouldn't consider the possibility of someone breaking her. And she wouldn't consider walking away without a job. Kate drew in a breath, pulled back her shoulders, and wrapped her hand around the hammered bronze door handle of her new workplace. And that is the beginning of Janet Evanovich and Dorien Kelly's Love in a Nutshell. You can check this book out here at the library. Please join me here next week as I read from the beginning of Colleen Hoover's Ugly Love. Thank you and have a great week.